up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Real Housewives of Orange County review. Happy Friday. We are down here, okay? Let's get through this because I got someplace to be real quick, okay? I don't remember what episode this is, but we left off where we stepped up. We left off where we start off where we left off. Heather Dubrow and Shannon Storms Bador are sitting down having this conversation, and Heather is in Shannon's face telling her, if you ever come after me, you're going to lose a lot more, and it's going to cost a lot more. And I promise, I'll defend my family till the end. I'm willing to forgive you. Shannon says she had a lapse in judgment. She starts kind of crying. She says, Heather says that Shannon is crying because she got caught. And Shannon says that it was a huge mistake. I guess, did they pinky promise? They did something. And she said, don't fuck with my family. And so she was like, do you think you want to apologize to Terry? So Terry comes over there, and she's like, I think that would be appropriate. So she says, I feel like Heather is my goddamn school teacher, and I'm 57 years old. So anyway, so she's explaining to Terry that she's so sorry. And he was like, I just don't understand why you would just bring that up, because it's just so not a thing or whatever. He says, okay, well, let's just move on and forget it. And Shannon's over there all like, gasping for breath and everything, like she is just so hurt by Heather, I guess, not accepting her or whatever. So Shannon goes over to John and has this conversation and says, Terry was gracious, but Heather threatened me, and she told me that it was a promise and not to mess with her family. And John says that doesn't sit well with him. Like when people mess with Shannon, he feels like it's undeserved, and he gets defensive. And Shannon tells him in the interview that she's so happy that she has somebody who's supportive and has her back. So shout out to Shannon for having that. I guess that was a dig at David, huh? Nicole and Jennifer. Okay, so Nicole and Jennifer, something there. I keep writing question marks next to their names. And yesterday or last night when I was watching it, I realized that there is something between Jen and that clown, that gnat with big titties flying around with too much rouge on, like I said last night on Twitter. She never says anything in a scene. She may say 2 or 3 words. She really doesn't say much, but her and Jennifer are always together. And based on the way that Jennifer feels about Noella, that would make how apathetic Nicole was to Noella when Noella was having that breakdown. For some odd reason, Nicole and Jennifer, they're always together. And I thought that Bronwyn and Jennifer were cool. I don't know, what is this Nicole? Who is Nicole? That's what I'm saying. She just seems like a little hanger-on. She seems like someone who's just like around. Like, I just need to be around the cool girls. I just need to be around. Yeah. She did it. Just like, girl, who are you? Where did you come from? That's what I feel like. I don't like Nicole. Sorry, I do not like her at all. She said, so she goes and clears the air with Noella, and she says, I just feel tension. I feel like if there's anything I've done to you. She's like, girl, I've met you twice. Girl, let me tell you something, how much I love the way that Noella speaks. I fucking love it. Well, when she was whispering, that shit was so funny to me. Anyway, so she goes, I've only met you twice. I just feel like it's just very superficial. And she was like, you're like taking selfies. Let's take a selfie. And then she was like, well, did I do something to upset you? This is Jennifer asking Noella. And Noella goes, well, first of all, you took a picture of yourself, at a selfie that was poorly lit. You tagged me. And, I have an exclusive relationship with a med spa already. So I had to report the photo and have it removed. And it wasn't even a cute photo. You just come out as like you have this thirsty energy. I said, come on, bitch. She was getting her ass together. And Jennifer, she was like, it's so funny because it's like you want to be the aggressor, like, okay, girl, I have to talk to you later. But then when I actually get you together, now it's like, I don't know what I would have done to you. Girl, you know what you did to me. Why the fuck would you tag me in an ugly picture of yourself? Why the would you tag me in an ugly ass picture? The picture wasn't even cute. It just seems like you're trying to be relevant. Go somewhere else. That's what she told her. And that's the same energy and the same shit she should say to Nicole. It's the same thing. Y'all just want to, who are y'all? Like, y'all just want to be relevant or whatever. So then Jen, Heather, and Noella go off to the side. And they were like, it's just shady what she said earlier. She's just a rude little girl. And she was like, you're just rude. And she was like, because she walked over, because Noella and Jennifer and Heather walked over to the side. She was like, girl, what happened? She was like, girl, she was just like so rude to me. It's so, don't you love it? She was just so rude to me. And oh my God, and this and that. So Noella comes back walking over, and she was like, girl, she was like, just forget about it. It's, girl, like, like, what are you still talking about it for? So then someone else comes over. I think Heather Dubrow comes over and was like, this is Shane's party, y'all. Like, no, like, let's not do this because this is still Shane's party. So they like, everybody like broke away from each other, girl. They was getting into it. So then they sit down to have dinner. Heather goes over to meet Travis, Gina's fiance. Are they fiancés? I don't know. And then Shannon and Noella go and are like kind of talking, and she goes, "Are you good? Like, is everything good?" She goes, "No, it's all good." Let me tell you something. When somebody say it's all good, it's not. When somebody say it's all good, that's like they're saying, "Okay, motherfucker, all right, motherfucker, I got you, I got you, I got you." That's what it's all good means. It's all good. She said. I said, "Okay." So Heather invites Travis and Gina to the racetrack, right? To the horse races or whatever. And Shannon thinks it's very rude that she did that. How do you invite somebody to somewhere in front of everybody? And then she says, I guess I've been blackballed by Heather Dubrow or whatever. So the belly dancers come out. They have a good time. You saw Shane's father off to the side looking all happy. His son has finally passed the bar. Honey, after they lowered the bar. Child's a mess. Anyway, Shannon and her kids go have dinner with Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati, Gene. Shannon's father. He is 92 years old. He looks really good for his age. I said, that's what happens. He's stress-free. He don't give a fuck about nothing, honey. He don't care about nothing. He was telling this story to his granddaughters about Dean Martin, and they were like, Dean Martin? Who the hell is Dean Martin? So they was looking him up. They were like, the Rat Pack. The Rat Pack, that's a group. That's a singing group. She was like, Daddy, they do not know who the damn Dean Martin is. That was so funny. That was so funny. It was very cute to see her dad. But she just says she didn't see her dad a lot when she was growing up. Her dad looked like they got a lot of money, honey. He ordered escargot. I said, I know that's right. I know that's right. He said he was the man. So I think Shannon is going through this thing with her parents now. Like next, I think she's getting ready to go see her mom in Nashville pretty soon. So there's this thing that she has with her parents where she kind of wants to spend more time with her parents, right? Terry and Heather are getting ready for bed, looks like. She says that she just clicks with Gina and she loves her. Did you see all those pills that Terry was taking? But I love the way their medicine cabinets were built into the mirror. Oh, I was like, come on, Heather, bitch. You know, Heather designed that. I already know she designed that shit. So anyway, her daughter has a book. She's going around, Heather's going around everybody's room, checking on them and asking them, what they got going on for school and their schedules and stuff like that. So she gets to her daughter's room, Sammy, the one who is bisexual. She has a book coming out. And I love the way that her and Heather were sitting next to each other in the interview. And her daughter says, we have a lot of respect in our relationship. Oh, that, when I tell you, it even gives me the chills thinking about it. I just love to see those. I think it's so important to see like mother and daughter respectful relationships, and not relationships where a mother is trying to control the outcome of her daughter's future or anything like that, or trying to get her daughter to be a mini version of herself. You know what I'm saying? Just like this I love it. And so she says, our relationship has just always been very kind and very nurturing and from a place of respect. She did say it's very loving and nurturing and accepting, but it was like the respecting. To me, I think that's really the most important part. So she talks about how they're going to go to the horse races with Gina and her partner. So Noella and Shannon go to Noella's energy worker, Reiki master, and Heather is. Noella tells Shannon at the little meeting, she says, Heather is not better than you. She is not the queen. And I love that she told her that because, and then also Noella is clocking Heather. She keeps saying that Heather is fake. And Heather feels kind of weird about it. She says later she feels weird about it because she invited Noella to Sammy's book release party. She has a book coming out, and everybody's very excited about that. And it's just about growing up in the 21st century. I think that's what she said. Just about sexuality, just about navigating life. I think it's a great idea. I'm sure there's so many so many younger people who would benefit from that, especially in the digital age. It's a little different. Growing up a little different. It's a little different. But I love that Noella told Shannon that Heather is not better than you. Like, stop acting like this woman is above you and she could sit there and stand over you and threaten you. Like she can really blackball you. And that energy that Shannon has, that I don't know if it's like I'm waiting for something bad to happen. What do you call that? Shannon is very much that. She's very much paranoid. It's always like, I don't know if that's just her personality where everything just seems like it's just hectic. It's just hectic and everything is urgent and everything. It's just, she's always wound up. And it's just like, chill the fuck out. You need some CBD. That's what you really do need. Energy work and everything. She says, you got a lot of kids stuff. She says, her kids were in the middle. She's very worried about how she's going to provide for her kids. She feels like she's going to fail her children. There are a lot of parents who feel like that, and you got fucking money. And there's some parents running around now that don't even fucking know what the fuck is going to happen next. Okay. So it's just, I can understand that. So she says you have a lot of sad and worrying. That's what it is. It's like you're worried. It's like, and some people operate from that template, like they feel functional in that, and that's not functional. It's annoying too. It's really annoying. So she says, release that sad and worry energy surrounding your kids. So good for her. So at Jen's house, so we're at Jen's house, right? At Jen's house, Nicole is there once again. Nicole is there, and I put, are they cool? Like, what's up with their relationship? I need to know. Emily and Gina show up. Jen is saying that she doesn't really have a lot of friends. Most of her quote-unquote friends are her employees. She be wanting to do things for her employees, and then she realizes they don't really care about me. They only like me because I pay them. Right, exactly. Don't get it fucking twisted, bitch. Don't get it twisted. So as soon as they sit down, I don't know how they cut it, but as soon as they sit down, they start talking about Noella, honey. And they're just so confused about Noella, and she called me ugly, and she said I was thirsty. No, she didn't tell you you were ugly. She just said you tagged me in a poorly lit image of yourself. Gina was like, girl, how do you tell a plastic surgeon, honey, that they didn't take a flattering picture? I know. She said that lady makes her living making people beautiful, and you told that lady she wasn't cute, basically. She did not tell her that. She did not tell her that. She just said it was poorly lit. That's how you tell a bitch. You was looking a mess. And how the f would you tag me? Look how I look. And look how, and then you gonna tag me in a picture of yourself looking how you look? Bitch, don't ever do that again. I'm offended. Shout out to Noella. I'm here for Noella. I'm sorry. I love every minute of it. I love every minute of it. So she talks about how all the stories are surrounding Noella's marriage to Sweet James is like they're not really married. It's always some convoluted story. They were married. It was 6 months and this and that. So she kind of explains it to Heather later. When Heather asks her, she goes, you've been married a year? She's, we've been together 6 years. Wait, talking to the end. Are we almost at the end, honey? We almost at the end? Dang, okay. And so she says that. So here comes fucking Heather with some goddamn common sense. Okay, she goes, if she if she wasn't married, she wouldn't be able to file for divorce. Her husband wouldn't have been able to file for divorce if they weren't really married. Come on. And then Heather says, not Heather, I keep calling her Heather, Emily. And I really literally wrote Heather down here. No, I wrote Emily right here. Then I wrote Heather someplace else. Oh no, I was right. Okay, sorry guys, sorry. So Emily says she wouldn't have been able she wouldn't have been able to get divorced if she wasn't married. Emily says, what I always say, we learn how to fight on the playground and we take it to every single, all the way up till we get to the Golden Girls. She wants to tarnish her public image. That's how women fight. Your social standing, how you look in society, that's how women tarnish each other. That's how women fight. I'm going to use my words to say that you're really not married. You're really not who you say you are. And I'm going to tell everybody so they don't like you either. Elementary school. And that's exactly what Emily clocked it. I said, yes, that's exactly what it is. She says that's such a salacious thing to say that she's trying to tarnish her image. She goes, I don't think she's stable. I think she's too far beyond professional help. And it's a destructive snowball. But the way Emily was talking about it, she was like, she needs to be held accountable. She can't treat people like shit. We understand she's going through stuff, but she can't be mean to people. But my thing is, I don't think you really understand it, Emily. I think once Emily hears it, then you'll understand, like, girl, it wasn't really like the way that Jen is making it sound. I didn't call that bitch ugly. If you think you ugly, bitch, take a better picture, okay? Use a goddamn light ring. Shit. That was so funny. When I tell you that shit was so funny to when she said you took a poorly lit image of yourself and tagged me in it. Girl, no. I don't want to be associated with you. I only met you twice. Girl, that's too much. That's too much. That's weird. And that's weird. It is weird, girl. I don't know you like that. Okay, anyway. Shannon is on the phone with Miss Pat, her mother. She's going to Nashville. Her mother has lived in Nashville 10 years, and she's only been once. Girl, I would have cut you off. You ain't only come to visit me one time? Girl, what is a mess? So her mother told her, or she recognizes in her mother that her mother was preoccupied in an unhappy marriage. So I guess she wasn't there for her daughter. And I guess that's what Shannon sees, that she didn't want that happening in her relationship with David. And so preoccupied with your fucked up marriage that you really can't spend time with the kids. But you stand for them, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So she says she realizes that she needs to spend more time with her mom. So they're going to visit in Nashville. That should be cute. I hope they filmed that. I'm sure they did. Anyways, they're at the racetrack. I thought it was very cute how Heather was talking about how Gina's probably going to wear a hat. And they showed Gina over there. She put on a hat. She was like, let me buy this hat. She bought it, right? I thought that was very cute. I don't know how they timed that, but that was very cute. They're standing in the winner's circle already. They was like, we already winners. I know that's right, bitch. It just seems like Gina is literally enamored by Heather. She is enamored by the wealth. She's enamored by the cool rich girl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the girl from Jersey, from the other side of the tracks. I didn't get to see this, and she's showing me stuff I've never seen before. And I'm in awe, so I'm going to kiss her ass as soon as I meet her to let her know where my loyalty lies. That's what Gina did that other night when she was telling her about Nicole and all that stuff. That's what she was trying to do, is get close to Heather. And Heather, turns out, she likes her. She says she just loves her and they click. So she says, can you adopt me? So she's a little obsessed with the lifestyle. Can you blame her? Did you see her when she walked into Heather's house? She was just like, bitch, what the fuck? She was like, this, I ain't never seen no shit. So she's talking about how she invited Noella to the book party, but Noella's been talking shit about her, but she realized she's going through some things and she just doesn't really know how to navigate that. And she says it seems like she's going through a lot and she's a ticking time bomb. And Heather says, well, I just don't need to be in the way of it when the bomb decides to go off. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So we're going to see about that. Heather and Noella are having a conversation. They come over. Heather comes up. Not Heather. I keep saying Heather, and I literally wrote Heather here. Emily. Emily comes over to Noella's house, and did y'all see that Basquiat? I wonder if it was an original. Based on the way Sweet James moves, it's probably just a print, but I did notice it because I saw it real quick in the panning. They were just, showing her home, and I was like, wait a minute, that was a Basquiat. I had to rewind. I said, damn sure it was. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. He's one of my favorite artists. So she says, Noella sits down and tells Heather that this motherfucking husband of hers, because the divorce papers were handed to her mother, she wasn't technically served. So her husband, child, her husband had flowers delivered to her. And the man said, "Are you Noella?" And she says, "Yes." He says, "You've been served." Emily said, "Girl, no, he did what?" She was like, "No, he didn't." She kind of like laughed, like, girl, like, and not laugh, but like almost like in disbelief. Like, I know this. What? This motherfucker, what? She was like, "Noella, I'm so sorry." She was like, "I don't want to be divorced." She was like, "I need to whisper." When she first walked in, she was like, "Girl, listen, I've lost my voice." She's probably been drinking a lot. She was like, she's lost her voice, and that, is it okay if she whispers? And so she's like, I don't want this. I don't want this. This is my husband. And he had flowers delivered. He had flowers delivered. And the person asked, "Are you Noella?" And he says, "You've been served." I was like, "No, Noella." It's not funny. That's some tragic, raggedy, dusty shit, Sweet James. You ain't sweet. You can't even live up to your damn name. And so she goes, "So you guys been married for like a year, right?" So the way she explained it, baby, she was doing a little fast talking for her. I said, "Okay, you didn't learn something from your husband, honey, the ambulance chaser." So she basically says that when they got together, he was going through a divorce. By the time his divorce was final, they have a 2-year-old child, and she never did answer how long they've been married. They've been in a relationship for 6 years. So we need to get a little more details into how this marriage was going. It's funny. It's hilarious. So Emily just basically tells her, "I'm here for you. I'm going to be here for you. I'm serious. I know we're just like kind of meeting each other or whatever, but I'm going to be here for you. And whatever you need from me. If you need lawyers or anything like that, I know lawyers and stuff like that." So that was cool of Emily to do that. I like Emily. I was sitting up there watching her when she told Jen she wouldn't have been able to get divorced if she wasn't married. So I don't basically, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But the way she was looking, her mouth was like this. Like she holds her mouth like, I don't know. It's funny. It's funny. She holds her mouth like, but see, she on her lips, so her lips are big as mine, so it don't look the same. They just be perched, her lips. Shout out to Emily. I was like, I like Emily. I like Emily. I do not like that Nicole. That Nicole is running around looking like a little, like I said, like a little gnat. Like a gnat running around with this little pointed ski slope nose and like 2 little dots of rouge on her face. Girl, it's too much blush. Your makeup is a mess. You are a Baywatch reject. That's what you look like. I do not like Nicole. Anyways, y'all, that is your Real Housewives of Orange County review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, let the diva know you stopped by. I'll see y'all in the comments. Take care of each other and protect your energy. Peace. We got 2 more videos coming. All right, peace.